Rifle today, joining the armory, joining the selection, and we're going to take a look at it. It is, of course, the VFC, LAR, OSW, the para, whatever you want to call it, VFC, FAL, OSW. I have a VFC FAL. Currently, I've been using it for a season and a few months. It's a decent gun. A few shortcomings include the two-piece barrel, the gas block grub screw that tightens the that assembles the gas block to the outer barrel, and the nozzle return spring screw setup. Those are some shortcomings, kind of like big cons. Like, it's not easy to work on, especially when it comes to that screw that is in the bolt that secures the nozzle to the bolt. That system sucks. I hate it. The two-piece barrel, not such a big downfall issue. You could just put some Loctite on it and it's pretty good. However, the screw that secures the gas block to the outer barrel really sucks. So that's like a Cole's Notes on the FAL standard. I hear the FAL Deluxe is a little different, but no one wants to pay $2,000 and buy an airsoft rifle that comes in a cardboard like box, like a fancy box. It's all packaging with the Deluxe. Well, not all of it. A lot of it is steel. You get the one-piece barrel. That's a huge advantage, but you're paying $1,000 extra for that. That's a lot. So we've got also our chrono here, and actually, since I last checked, the chrono box is steel. It's a steel ammo case, and the I'll show you the BBs that are in there have been shot through the chrono, and they've made a hole in the steel. So I've shot this many BBs, and it's made a hole that looks like a legit negligent discharge or like an accident, which is pretty crazy. That's just from gas blowback chrono testing with 3.6s, 0.2s. We've got some 3.6s loaded up in here, some 0.2s loaded up in here, propane to test the feet per second of the OSW. So I'm pretty hyped on unboxing this OSW. I've been hoping to get my hands on one for a bit, maybe transform it into a like a para South African para rifle. That would be awesome. I just like the look of the folding stock, and short barrels are nothing to scoff at in airsoft. Gas blowback short barrels. Okay, so here is the package. That's a nice package. OSW, just put that on the table. I got this from Trigger Airsoft. So Trigger Airsoft still has these in stock as of May 20, whatever date it is, May 20 something. Trigger still has them in stock. I was working with YNS Tactical and YNS Imports. They're a Canadian importer who works directly with representatives in Taiwan to bring in gas blowback rifles, but the lead I had on a discounted OSW was kind of kiboshed because the CBSA is kind of clamping down, and they didn't want the package to get seized, so I lost that opportunity to buy a cheap OSW with like German style markings. Here is the package. It's just a lot like the FAL. You have this cardboard setup with the muzzle kind of secured with these cardboard brackets. Take a closer look. Here's the package close up. We've got the mag. These mags are really good when it comes to efficiency. I have no complaints, and they hold gas pretty well. It's a good system. Still got gas in it, which is good. You have your handy dandy speed loader, your tool for FALs. Here is the handy tool. So you have your flathead for gas block screw, removing the handguard. This notch here can be used to tighten the gas tube ring, which is between the receiver and the rail, or the receiver and the handguard, whatever you want to call it. And then you have your prongs here, which are used to remove the front sight post. And you have a couple of safety precautions. But we're all experts here, right? If you're watching this video, you are probably an LAR expert. Or considering becoming an LAR expert. Here is the rifle. That's nice. So hopefully I can run this weekend and get a good idea how well it performs. I mean, short barrel, like another not downside, but another note on the full length VFC FAL is it is long and it can be heavy. If you have a rail system, it can get heavy and it can wear on you. It's yeah, but it's not necessarily a complaint. If you bought the FAL, you're kind of expecting to go a little harder than the other players on the field. No, that's tightening it. Okay, I'm trying to take this off. I can wait for that. So, Allen key removes this section. You got some Allen key little bolts here that secure the M-lock rail. And this is your stiff release. For the receivers. Jeez, that is gotta say that this grip feels great. Maybe we can just go like that. Boop. Circle off. Same with this one. There's a tiny piece of plastic underneath this this lever, which I think you go like that. You can collapse it. That is pretty cool. And you just have to bend it down to reposition it. There's no lock, just sort of stays like that. I really want to try and remove this muzzle device. What about this? Can I remove the gas tube? It's a nice rifle. Let's put it on display for a second. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so that is tightening it. I think I'm loosening it. Yeah, I'm loosening it. So the inner barrel is all the way back here. Not expecting much for, I don't know what to expect for an FPS. Probably, what's my guess? 350, 360 for 0.2s. You can see on the inside they've installed a few extra pieces with the top rail. A lot of people insisted, a lot of users who own the VFC FAL insisted you don't mess around with the VFC top rail. But with the OSW, you don't really have a point. You buy the rail system, the M-LOK, and you buy the top rail. The future of this particular rifle for me in my collection, it's so short. It's really nice. I think I would probably replace the handguard with like a traditional short handguard. Probably keep the top rail. The biggest issue with the top rail made by VFC was that it would bow out the lower. I'm not sure that's the right word for it, but I'll use that word for now. It would kind of like misshape the lower, and then you'd have issues later with the bolt traveling, among many other things. But this looks solid, and people haven't really had any complaints with the OSW top rail, integrated top rail. You could probably just get a top rail for like a Belgian pattern FAL and install that if you didn't want this. Or take the VFC FAL and install that dust cover. I believe it would fit. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But so far, really, really nice. It's a nice replica. Yeah, very, very nice. I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs this weekend. I'd like to see if it needs really any modification. There we go. So it is a lever up, but it's got like a sticky piece of display plastic in there that kind of makes it a little bit difficult to disassemble. Let's take it apart. So the bolt is, unlike the regular VFC, has a rat tail, like it just shoots out, and it doesn't have a spring. Also, spring like that. Also, you could probably replace this with an aftermarket printed shortened buffer. One that's also a little bit more spongy too, I think. And you notice there's an F, so this is the front. It's nice of them to indicate that for someone like myself. Perfect. Okay. Okay, I'd like to give this a test shot. Whoa. And while we're waiting, I'll just reconfigure the chrono to 0.2s. And we'll see how this performs. Okay, so VFC, OSW, VFC, LAR, OSW. VFC, LAR, OSW, Mark 1, technically. Okay. Weird. Was that all the gas? Yeah. Okay. Needs a little bit of gas, I think. There we go. Okay. Okay. Is it loaded? Yeah. I believe so. $265. Nope, sorry, 286.5. 287.2. 279.1, which is 0.723 joules with 0.2. 269.6. 260.8. 258.2. Two more. Nice. Glock open. Okay. Not bad. 260.2. The last joule reading is 258.2. I don't know where I'm getting these numbers. 258.2 feet per second and 0.6 joules. So perfect for something like perfect for CQB, indoors. I mean, if I'm not mistaken here, I mean, depending on where you are. Oh, what happened? Oh, crazy. So there's actually, oh, that's interesting. I've never ever seen that. That's so crazy. There is a piece of brass in the nozzle. There's a tiny piece of brass in the nozzle, And that is probably why the feet per second is so low. And there's a tiny notch in there for something like a screwdriver to go into. And we have a screwdriver here. Let's see if it'll fit. I wonder if this is a if this is VFC's crude answer to an end pass or adjustable nozzle. That is very interesting. I brought a Allen key here to possibly adjust the nozzle, but it doesn't seem like there is any point to connect. There's definitely, yeah, there's a screw in there. There is a definite grub screw in there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it comes with a grub screw. Wow, to adjust the nozzle. But you're adjusting a nozzle that has like a piece of metal that's restricting the airflow anyway. That's curious, very curious. So I don't know. I mean, you could. This isn't for today's video, but I could go ahead and I could remove this brass piece, and then I would get higher feet per second in Joule. Well, like get the true amount of output from the gun. So probably I'll probably do that. It looks like they still have the same bolt system where there's like a screw in the back here that secures the nozzle spring, which is it's a huge pain in the butt. Let's put this thing back together, and I think we'll probably conclude with a little a test. We'll conclude with a test on for the 3.6s. I don't know if there's a huge disadvantage to leaving that in. Okay, now I have to put the bolt down because I dropped the bolt. Maybe we'll take this off for now. It's kind of turning into an impromptu disassembly. When I first got the FAL, I played a few games, and stock, it's actually a very, the mags fire when the trigger's pulled and the shots are relatively consistent. It's a pretty decent system when it comes to, like, you know, anything outside of Marui. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good system. I can't remove this. Is there something else I'm missing? Probably. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to drop the bolt at this point. I mean hammer. A lot of oil in here. Whoa. Might quickly tighten these. Okay, it's all back in order. Another, not downside, but note on the LAR is that, oh my God. The mags are only 20 round a piece. So it's a little, can be a little difficult to square off against AEG owners. You have to pick your shots. There we go. Had to put that one BB in to kind of kick it off. There we go. All right. But I mean, that's the nature of using gas blowback rifles. You have to be very selective with your shots and mindful of how much ammo you're using. Oh. 216.9, that's 0.7 joules, 786 joules. 216.9 feet per second. That's with 3 6s. That is obviously not the full potential of the output. This is all because of that brass restrictor that is installed in the rifle. With 0.2s, I'm not even actually like, it's kind of odd because the legal import, like the import laws state you have to, your rifle should be, like your replica should be between 366 and 450 feet per second. So to have a rifle that is firing like 287 with a restricted nozzle, I'm not sure how they imported this, but who knows? Don't ask questions. It's in the country now, but I don't know if Trigger installed that nozzle restrictor or not. Yeah. 218.7. I'm running out of gas. Yeah. It's a nice grip as well on the rifle. It's, I guess, a SAW grip. Shoot offhand here. There we go, and we're out. So incredibly low feet per second for an LAR. That is because there's a restrictor inside the valve. So we'll just conclude here with some close-up shots, because it's actually it's pretty nice. Yeah. Pretty nice. So yeah, I got to remove this tape here that's underneath the lever that allows users to break it down for maintenance. The stock is not like it's not rubberized at the back. It's not bad. It's like a acceptable trigger pull. Yeah, it's a nice replica with the muzzle device. I think I'm going to just find an AR, like one of the like mil spec flash hiders, and just install that. So what came with it was this MR556, or at least that's what they call it on all the product descriptions, is MR556 flash hider. And I think this design of flash hider, it does lead to some BBs kind of like not exiting the rifle properly. The look inside. That is, if you look inside the barrel, yeah, that is the inner barrel. So it's about like right there on the entire, like on the length of the gun. So you could easily add like a 11.5 inch inner barrel and take advantage of the whole outer barrel. You can also see all the way down at the end, there's that nozzle restrictor in the loading nozzle. The rail seems solid. Yeah, M-LOK, I would probably switch it out to like an old school OSW Picatinny rail front section. That would be cool. Pretty awesome that it comes with a optic rail, so you can optimize the rifle with like a red dot or something like that. Very comfortable grip. The SAW style, like automatic rifle grip. That's pretty cool. And you have one sling point at the back because the folding stock does not have a sling point. So right away, this is kind of the ideal compact rifle. It just it's yeah, it only it's just the sad thing is it only has 20 rounds, but 20 rounds that will still fire in cold weather. It's got great cold weather performance. You can see there's a little bit of coloring on the receiver. Good rifle. Very modern rifle. Yeah, I think, well, this is also one of the pieces of equipment you can use in Ready or Not, if any of you have played that game. But for now, we've got some modification to do to it. Use the M-lock for now. The front sight post would probably interfere with a camera, with like a scope cam. So you'd have to raise that, or you put the scope cam on the scope. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. That was fun. I like the rifle, and I am looking forward to using it this weekend, seeing how it performs. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for some video, and check it out. We'll see you later. Peace.